Hello all, if you're new here, my name is Spence and I'm passionate about transforming real estate sales with innovative strategies that work in today's market. I created the Fears Formula. It's a game changer. Click the link below to join our exclusive Fears community, and of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our cutting edge tips and tricks. So today we're diving into a controversial topic, cold calling. Yes, you heard right. Many believe cold calling is a relic of the past. I also thought cold calling died in the bowels of Wall Street ballrooms, but I managed to get $5 million in listings in just 2 months cold calling expired listings and for sale by owners, otherwise known as FSBOs. Think cold calling is just an old school tactic? Hold that thought. Today I will show you how I flipped the script on cold calling, transformed it into a $5 million success story. Stay tuned to discover the modern twist that brought this classic strategy back to life and how it can do the same for your real estate business. So many agents think cold calling doesn't work anymore because it's all about social media and online marketing. And I'm not saying that's not important, right? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest all play a part in your success and exposure as a successful real estate agent. And in upcoming videos, I'll talk more about those strategies because most real estate agents learn and do social media wrong anyway. For example, you have the hot shot. He's profiling in his fancy car. His headshot is a body shot, hands crossed, couple of times a day. He's posting a day in the life of the realtor. Nobody cares, dude. Like, buyers and sellers want to know how you're going to help them. How hard are you going to go to bat for them? They can care less about your life, your material possessions. Or here's another example. It's the Insta real estate agent. Insta model. First, there's no hate in here. I appreciate everyone that steps out there and gets in front of the camera. It is really hard to do. Trust me, it's uncomfortable to do it. Some people are really uncomfortable, but they step out and they do it anyway, regardless. So hey, go for it. And real estate is a difficult business. So whatever you're doing in your mind that's helping build your career, much love, much respect to you. But what I'm saying is that model approach of real estate on Instagram may result in a bunch of likes and a bunch of creepy stalkers, but there's no sales in that. There's no sales results. So back to cold calling. Dismissing the personal touch of a phone call, it could be a big mistake. Just 2 months ago, I was exactly where many of you might be today, skeptical. However, I decided to take on a challenge to see if I could revive the art of cold calling. Okay, so these are my sold listings. I'm going to go back to previous. We look at go down to my brokerage sold listings. Instead of the typical sales pitch, I focused on offering value. My sales script was a 1-sentence introduction, and the other was what I observed and how I can help. Either way, I wanted to provide my help, and they can accept it or they don't. So rejection handling, it is a part of the process, but I decided a better approach for rejection is to embrace it. Learning from each call, learning what resonates with homeowners. Face the rejection because I know it's all a numbers game. I know if I stay on the phone long enough, someone will say yes. Come over, sell my home. It is that easy. The best part is that I spend only 1 hour a day doing it 2 to 3 times per week. So 2 to 3 days per week, 1 hour a day, that's max 3 hours per week. It can't get any better. How many times do you have to post on social media to get those same results? So on the first day, I landed 2 appointments and 1 client. And at the time of recording, that listing sold about 3 weeks ago before I came along. The seller had been trying to sell his home since last year with 3 wholesalers and no reserves. So what is a wholesaler and who is a wholesaler? Essentially, it's someone buys property without using any of their own money. They buy it under an assignment arrangement. But in future videos, I'll share how to educate the public about wholesaling, especially in minority communities. As a housing warrior, I protect all consumers, but especially those on the margins because they get abused a lot by systems. Anywho, back to cold calling. After calling more and more, I adjusted my script. I relaxed my tone of voice. The responses started to shift. I secured several appointments, and most importantly, I got exclusive listings, signed contracts worth over $5 million. Now, some effective techniques are timing my calls for around mid-morning, using a soft sell approach, and that's like lowering my voice, being casual, calm, doing some breathing techniques before I get on the call. So I am like naturally a very intense, excited person. I get like really excited when I'm talking to people. I speak loud when I talk to people. When I'm in any arena, any place, I don't need a microphone. My voice is loud. But when you're cold calling, you want to bring it down a notch. You want to just be really soft, really casual. Hey, it's Deb. I'm Fierce Realty calling you about your home. I noticed it was off the market. I want to help you get it back on the market. And of course, you want to stand up. You want your voice to come out. You want to sound confident and secure in knowing that you absolutely can help them. If you're not sure, she's like, that doesn't get you any results. You have to be confident. You have to sit up straight. Best to stand up, but again, be really soft-spoken. And that is what I did. 2 months, 5 million. Why did I do that challenge? Why did I test myself like that? Well, I was trying to help a newer agent. I do mentorship, I do apprenticeship. I love teaching. So I was trying to help a new agent, and I was talking about cold calling, and I felt as if maybe they didn't buy into it. Maybe they didn't believe, because like I said, cold calling is dead for a lot of people. People say cold calling is no good, it's boring. It's back in, the 80s and the 90s that it worked. But I leaned in on what worked for me in 2015 when I first became licensed. I listed 63 homes by cold calling, expires and for sale by owners. And I called, the 4 hours, 2 hours a day, and I was able to get all of those listings in a short period of time. I would have 10, 15 listings per month. And, I could flash up here on the screen all the social proof, but yes, it did happen. I became Rookie of the Year, got a lot of awards. I got, articles written about me. I framed them because I myself couldn't believe it. Before then, I was selling $30 phones at Metro PCS on Broad Street in Philadelphia. So I didn't know anyone in the area. I was new to Philadelphia. I did not believe I can do it. But in my heart, I said I wasn't going to quit, and I would learn everything I needed to learn, and I did. And now I'm sharing what I learned with you, because I know getting into real estate is really hard. It can be hard, but a lot of you make it hard. When someone says, here is the key, just turn the lock and open the door, and success is on the other side. You know what a lot of new agents say? Oh no, I'm gonna hire an engineer to redesign the door. I'm gonna, kick the door open. I'm going to only take the screws out on one side, and I'm gonna like unscrew like all this dumb stuff, when really you just need to put the key in the lock, turn it, and turn the door. That's cold calling. If you want to be up and running really quickly, get on the phone and make calls and talk to people, especially expirers and FSBOs, because at one point, not that long ago, they wanted to sell their home. And it is easier because they had their home on the market at one point. The strategy is a step-by-step strategy is go on Landvoice or a similar lead generation tool and download your expires and your FSBOs, and then go on to a dialer. I use Mojo dialer. It can make 3 calls at once. Upload that to your dialer system, in my case Mojo, and click call and make your calls. Of the Mojo dial screen, you can see the boxes at the top. The boxes at the top will generate all of the phone numbers on the list. It'll go through the list, first one, second, third. And over here is if you make a call, someone answers, you engage in a conversation, they are the seller. You press contact when you're finished with the call. No contact if you did not connect on a call. You moved on to the next number. It could have been the wrong number. And next record, I use this when someone is just, they're screaming, they're yelling, they just are not in a good mood. I click next record because I don't want to continue to reach that same contact on a different number if they're already in a bad mood. If it's a bad number, like a fax dial tone, a hospital, any location, a school, the skip tracing is not perfect. So to pick up numbers from someone associated with that phone number, but it may not necessarily be the phone number. Private phone number of that individual may be a bad number, so you click here for bad number. Voicemail drop, you will record a voicemail when you set up Mojo. This way, when voicemail comes on, boom, click that for voicemail drop. Here is when, again, you get someone that's yelling on the phone, do not call. I'm on the DNC list, which is do not call list. It's a Federal Trade Commission website that all real estate agents should honor. It's a really important list. People go on that list because they do not want you to call them. You will have to reach out to them if their listing expired in another way. So boom, click that one. DNC number may mean that there's 3 phone numbers associated with this one contact, and one of the phone numbers is a DNC, but the other 2 are good. So boom, hit this DNC. If you spoke with someone and you got disconnected for some reason, they were really engaged, you can hit this one to redial. We're going to take a break after 45 minutes. Click pause, and the Mojo dialer will pause for about 8 minutes. And when you're done with your session, click stop. So that's my tutorial on how to use Mojo, the Mojo dialer. So next step, we'll talk about how you present yourself over the phone and the main focus of why you are on the phone, the purpose of you making calls an hour, a day for 3 days per week. If you're a new agent, I recommend you do it for 5 days. But let's not waste any time. Let's get into the next step. Have a very soft tone, be relaxed, sit up straight, stand up maybe, and know in your heart you are really here to help that homeowner. Know in your heart you want them to be successful and to get on with the next stage of their life, whether it is to sell and buy another house, or whether it is to sell and move to another state, whatever it is, know in your heart that you really want to help them. And that is, I guess, before number one. It is the primary reason why you want to do real estate. Again, try not to make it a focus about you and who you are and your whole material possessions, the car you drive, and the designer clothes you wear, the designer suits. Those are all really great, and those are all really good things. And again, there is no hatred here towards any of that, no jealousy or anything like that. But as a trainer, as a real estate trainer and coach, I want you to know that's less important to the client, and more important is what you can do for them, how you can help. And if you can resonate that over the phone, if you can pull that out of yourself over the phone, you'll be successful like me, making 5 million in listings in 2 months. That's 8 weeks of calling. It's not hard to do if, again, this is why you're in real estate, to be passionate, to help people. Yeah, can you make a lot of money? Heck yeah, you can. Because when those listings begin to sell, then obviously the money comes in, but it takes 3 months. And then if you stop doing it, then you will have a 8-month loss of listings. And we'll talk about consistency and all those things in future videos. I really just want you to focus. If you want to do lead generation, if you have lint in your pocket right now, if you are dead broke, this is the strategy for you. And I'll just share a really quick personal story with you. In January, I got the diagnosis that I'm had like a problem in my scalp, and I had to cut all my hair off, which is it's an adjustment. But guess what? I am resilient, and I keep going in the midst of despair. Last year I lost my mom, and right after that, something really horrible happened to my niece by a nurse that was hired to take care of her. And all struggle happens, and you have to continue to make calls, because if you don't, you will see a dip in your income. And that's what happened to me, honestly, in January. So not only was I helping this new agent get up and running, I was helping myself, because I had so much hardship that I took up so much time off of work that I was like, hey, I need to get back in it. And this is what I did to get started and going in 2015. Let me try this again in 2024. And guess what? It worked. I did it. I hit a home run. I know this is it. And I'm excited. That new agent is excited. And the future is bright no matter what happens with NAR. Heard about the settlement. And we'll talk about that in future videos. But a recap is that cold calling isn't dead. It just needed a makeover with the approach. You can unlock a new level of potential in your real estate business. If you found these insights helpful, please like, share, comment below with your own experience or questions about cold calling or anything real estate sales related. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more real estate strategies that work. And check out my playlist on innovative real estate strategies right here. Keep you boosting your sales techniques and stay ahead. And it's a real estate market that's really crazy right now, and it is going to get crazier. Anywho, I am Deb Spence. I am the Fierce Formula founder, creator, and thank you so much for watching. Much love.